Children, welcome back. Today I'm going to discuss about chapter 13, rectilinear figure. What do you mean by rectilinear figure? Uh, a plane figure bounded by line segment is called a rectilinear figure. Apart from that, I have already taught in your online classes and via yours, I have already sent via your study materials. What do you mean by polygons? Different types of polygons, diagonals of a polygon. Okay, types of quadrilaterals, properties of parallelogram, properties of rhombus, properties of rectangle, properties of square, properties of kite and trapezium. So apart from that, I'm going to solve few sums. You have to watch it and try to make different types of sums. Not able to attend the online classes, for them only see rectilinear figure. A plane figure made of entirely of line segment is called rectilinear figure. Okay, polygon is a simple closed rectilinear figure. That is, a polygon is a simple closed plane figure made of entirely of line segments. Every polygon is a rectilinear figure, but every rectilinear figure is not a polygon. Write down please. Now see, a polygon is named according to the number of its side it has, such as 3 sides triangle, 4 sides quadrilateral, 5 sides pentagon, etc. Number 5, see, line segment joining any two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon is called its diagonal. Now if all the interior angles of a polygon are less than 180 degree, it is called a convex polygon. Now number 7 point, if one or more interior angles of a polygon is greater than 180 degree, that is reflex, it is called a concave polygon. If all its side have an equal length and equal angles have equal sides, is called a regular polygon. A simple closed plane figure bounded by 4 line segments is called a quadrilateral. It has 4 sides, 4 angles, 4 vertices and 2 diagonals. Sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral are 360 degree. Now here I am going to say types of quadrilateral. Types of quadrilateral, as we know from the standard 8 only. Okay, trapezium, isosceles trapezium, parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, square and kite. Now I am going to discuss few properties related to rhombus, parallelogram, etc. Please. Now properties of parallelograms. A diagonals of a parallelogram divides into 2 congruent triangles. Opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, opposite sides are equal and parallel, diagonals are bisect each other, consecutive angles are supplementary. Please write down. Now see properties of rectangle. A rectangle is a quadrilateral. Each interior angle is 90 degree, diagonals bisect each other. Both the diagonals have the same length. Opposite sides are parallel and equal. Please write down. Now properties of rhombus. All the sides of a rhombus are equal and parallel. The diagonals bisecting each other at 90 degree. Diagonals bisect the angles of a rhombus. These are the following properties. Now after that we will move for few sums from your chapter. Please note down. Solving question number 1. If two angles of a quadrilateral are 40 degree and 110 degree and other two angles are ratio 3:4, find the angles. So first of all, as we know, write down the solution. Sum of 4 angles of quadrilateral equal to 360 degree. Let other two angles are 3x and 4x. Now according to the question I can write two angles are given, 110 plus 40 degree plus 3x plus 4x equal to 360 degree. Therefore 7x equal to 360. Take this one this side, it will minus 110 degree minus 40 degree. Therefore 7x 6 equal to 7x equal to, I can write 210 degree. Therefore x equal to what? 7 here, this is 30 degree. So therefore other two angles are 3x means 3 into 30, that is 90 degree. 4x means 4 into 30, that is 120 degree. This is your answer. Write down please. Question number 4, it is given that in the given figure ABCD is a parallelogram in which angle DAB equal to 70 degree, DBC equal to 80 degree. Calculate the angle CDB and ADB. CDB and ADB. So first of all, it is given ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay. Therefore AB parallel to CD. AB parallel to CD. Write down please. Now angle ADB equal to 80 degrees since angle DBC is 80 degree. This is given and why this is, first from here we have to write why angle ADB equal to angle DBC. Alternate angles are equal. Therefore angle ADB equal to 80 degree. Okay. Now in triangle ADB angle A plus angle ADB plus angle ABD equal to 180 degree. Why? Sum of angles of a triangle. Therefore this implies that I can write 70 degree plus 80 degree plus angle ABD therefore 70 degree plus 80 degree plus angle ABD equal to 180 degree. Therefore angle ABD equal to what? Angle ABD equal to 180 minus 70 plus 80 means 150 degree, that is 30 degree. Now angle CDB equal to angle ADB. CDB equal to angle ADB. CDB equal to angle ADB. Write down please. Now angle CDB equal to angle ABD because AB parallel to CD and alternate angles are equal. This angle equal to this angle CDB and CDB equal to ABD. Okay, alternate angles are equal. Now therefore angle CDP equal to 30 degree and angle ADB I have already found 80 degree. This is your required answer. Write down please. Write down please. Now see question number 7.1. It is given that according to the given figure, equilateral triangle EBC is surmount square ABCD. Find the BED represented by X. BED represented by X. First of all, ABCD is a square. B is a equilateral triangle. As we know, EBC is a equilateral triangle. Therefore, B equal to BC equal to EC. Let it be equation number 1. ABCD is a square. Therefore, AB equal to AD equal to CD equal to BC. Let it be equation number 2. From 1 and 2, I can write EB equal to BC equal to EC equal to AD equal to AD. This part I can write AB. This is AB. It should be AB equal to CD. Let it be equation number 3. In triangle EDC, see, EBC angle EBC angle ECB, angle ECB plus angle BED. This is equilateral triangle, means 60 degree each angle, and this is square, so 90 degree. Therefore, it equal to what? Angle ECD. These two angles create this angle ECD. Therefore, angle ECD equal to 150 degree. Also, EC equal to CD from 3. Therefore, equal sides have a equal angle. Therefore, angle DEC equal to angle CDE. Now, I can write angle ECD plus angle DEC plus angle EDC equal to 180 degree. Why? Sum of angles of a triangle. Now, so I have already found the value of EDC equal to 150 degree. I have already found that one. So I can write angle 150 degree plus 2 angle DEC, because from 5 DEC equal to CDE equal to 180 degree. Therefore, twice of angle DEC equal to 180 degree minus 150 degree. Therefore, DEC equal to what? 30 degree divided by 2, it will be 15 degree. Please write down. Now see, angle BEC equal to 60 degree. This is equilateral triangle. So angle BEC means what? Angle BED plus angle CED or DEC I can write. So this is the value, X degree it is given, and here I have already find out that 15 degree. So X plus 15 degree equal to 60 degree. Therefore, X equal to what? 60 degree minus 15 degree equal to 45 degree. This is your required answer. Please write down. First, it is we have to prove that ABCD is a. It is given ABCD is a rectangle. Prove that each angle of a rectangle is 90 degree. Okay, as we know, it is given ABCD is a rectangle. Therefore, angle A it is given 90 degree. To prove angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C equal to angle D equal to 90 degree. Proof, as we know, ABCD is a rectangle. Therefore, it will be what? It will be a parallelogram also. Therefore, ABCD is a parallelogram also. Therefore, AD parallelogram. AD parallel to BC. Y opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel and AB is transversal. AB is transversal. Write down up to here. You have to write transversal. Therefore, angle A plus angle B equal to 180 degree, because sum of the consecutive interior angles equal to 180 degree. Therefore, I can write angle B equal to, this implies that angle B equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree, because angle A's value is given. Therefore, angle B is also 90 degree. This implies that I can write angle A equal to angle C and angle B equal to angle A equal to angle C, angle B equal to angle D. Opposite angles of parallelogram. Opposite angles of parallelograms are equal. They are equal. Write down please. Therefore, angle C equal to 90 degree. Angle C equal to 90 degree and angle D also equal to 90 degree. Therefore, I can write angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C equal to angle D equal to 90 degree. This is proved. Okay, write down. I hope you understand.